Here is one of the top richest people in the world with an estimated net worth of $215 billion and the brain behind what are today some of the most exciting technology companies in the world. Yep, you guessed it, we are talking about Elon Musk. Here are 15 things you didn't know about Elon Musk. He coded his first game when he was 12 and he sold it for $500, basically making him a prodigy. The game was called Blastar and he created it using Commodore VIC-12. A web version of the game is still available online so that you can play it these days. Musk also worked at a gaming startup called Rocket Science. He survived for $1 a day. When Musk was at college, he fed himself for less than $1 a day. He might have come from a reasonably fortunate background, but he lived on almost nothing while he was studying. He said he used to prevent scurvy and illness by adding red pepper to his cheap noodles. Something you guys might not know, that in order to make some money and pay for college, he had a best friend turn their house into a nightclub. They rented a 10-bedroom house and threw massive parties during the weekend. Sometimes up to 500 people show up and pay $5 per person. While his friend ensured to hit the party lit, Musk remained sober to maintain control over the party. Musk's earliest venture was the founding of Zip2, a company that provided maps and business directories to newspapers, and was later sold for Compaq for $307 million. He dropped out of his applied physics PhD course after 2 days to pursue his entrepreneurial visions. After completing 2 degrees in both physics and economics, he enrolled in PhD course at Stanford in 1995 when he was 24. After 2 days, he got bored and started a business with his brother called Zip2. He borrowed $29,000 from his father and founded a software company designed as a city guide for newspaper publishers. That was before Google Maps. The eccentric genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, Tony Stark in the Marvel films were flatteringly based on Elon, according to Downey and the franchise's director. Tony Stark's character was just more or less a more flamboyant version of Elon Musk. Musk got a cameo in Iron Man 2 as a thank you for letting Downey pick his brain. He bought a McLaren F1, didn't insure it, and then wrote it off. He bought it in 1999 when he was 28 years old for $1 million. It is probably quite difficult to get an insurance quote for a McLaren, so he didn't bother and then he crashed it. He even made fun of himself at that age, but his passion of cars was clear. After his Zip2 success, it didn't take Elon to pick his next target, the banking industry, so he started X.com. X.com and PayPal went head-to-head for a couple of years until they decided to join forces. PayPal then was acquired by eBay for $1.5 billion, of which $165 million was given to Musk in stocks. Moksha, or the monk moment, is more or less when someone puts everything he owns on the table and success is the only option for survival. After the sale of PayPal with all his savings, he had $118 million. He put $100 million in SpaceX, $70 million in Tesla, and $10 million in SolarCity. At that point, he had to borrow money to pay rent. Married the same woman twice. Musk married British actress Tallulah Riley in 2008, and they announced their separation in 2012. It all seemed quite amicable, and then they remarried in 2013 and filed for divorce again in 2014. Their divorce was finalized in 2016, and hopefully they won't do it again. It's clearly not working. His salary is $1 a year. His basic salary at Tesla is still $1 a year. Few people know that he wasn't a founder at Tesla. He discovered the company and bought himself in. After arguing with the CEO, he fired him and installed himself as the CEO of the company. Tesla has 2 of its cars ranked in the most expensive electric cars in the world. SpaceX. In 2002, Musk founded Space Exploration Technologies, better known as SpaceX. Musk was convinced that humanity's survival depended on its ability to become a multiplanetary species, but current rocket launching technologies were too expensive. This he accomplished with the launch of the Falcon 1 in 2006, the Falcon 9 in 2010, and the Falcon Heavy in 2018. He wants to die on Mars. Musk said that he wants to die on Mars, not Earth. Elon's SpaceX is planning an ambitious mission to Mars with a view to making our life interplanetary. He is spearheading a movement to colonize the planet Mars. He reduced the cost of traveling to the space station. Thanks to the developments in SpaceX, Musk has managed to reduce the cost of traveling to the space station by up to 19%. What then cost $1 billion per mission now costs $16 million. Musk thinks that AI is the most serious threat to the survival of human race. He believes that the world is coming after AI in the wrong way. It is easy to assume that a tech entrepreneur would be head over heels in love with the idea of artificial intelligence. But Musk is not one of them. Confusingly, however, he's invested in various AI firms and even founded a non-profit AI research company. He believes that creating a neural network, which means we all connect our brains to the internet, is the way to go. That way we can democratize artificial intelligence, and if we're all a part of it, it cannot kill us. Musk was born in South Africa, but left for Canada when he was 19 and became a citizen. He then became an American citizen in 2002 and has described himself as passionately patriotic about his adopted country.